Daylight savings time week is here. I'm already tired. Hi everybody, I'm going to be planning out the week of Monday, March 4th through Sunday, March 10th, 2019 in my Erin Condren horizontal planner. In the spirit of using my shit, I found this Erin Condren sticker sheet that I bought hella days ago and totally forgot I had, so I'm going to just use this. I've got some stuff going on this week, but I actually don't have as much as I have lately, which is kind of nice. You know, I just got off of my plan as you go month. I decided when I was getting ready to film for today that I was like, you know, this next week there's stuff going on, but it's not as complicated as it's been lately, and I need to just be excited about that because our custody has been so weird. There's been so much going on with Katie doing the play that like our schedule has just been like intense. Oh, I'm totally fucking this up. My goodness. I need to get like a better angle for this. So I mean, I've got stuff going on this week, but it's a little more low key, and I am excited about that. I'm gonna do what I've been doing with these guys, and I'm gonna divide it in half so that I can put it across the top here. And I'm gonna cover these up, I think, with white, maybe. I don't know yet. Give me a second. I gotta figure this shit out. Every time I do this and I go through like the hassle of cutting this down the middle, part of me wonders like, is it worth it? I think I'm gonna cover up the flags and white out the dates and just put a different month on it. Now I'm going to take this washi tape, I believe it's an Amy Tangerine washi tape. I feel like it somewhat matches the pink on here. And I'm going to run this across the top, and then I'm also going to use it to divide my boxes. Again, trying to use my stuff. I bought this from Amy Tangerine at Planners Rock in Palm Springs. They had a vending booth, and I was drunk, and I spent a lot of money while I was drunk, which is also the case at like auctions and things like that. If there's like a church auction or a school auction and there's alcohol there, I will spend way more money than I intended to, which I figure it's for a good cause. Maybe not so much when I'm buying myself washi tape, but whatever. But I had this in a bag. It had kind of gotten like kind of lost in translation, and I hadn't used it. And so when I was cleaning my office out, I found it and I was like, oh fuck, I need to use this. And it matches the pink in these flowers pretty well. And so I think I'm gonna go with that. All right, now I need to put like a month on here. I'm gonna use this March from the Happy Planner, what is it, the journaling book. And then I think what I'll do is I'll take the gold date covers from this set. I think there's numbers with gold as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put these down and do some date covers just to add a little bit of pizzazz. This is going to be more of a pain in the ass than I thought it was. So I feel like these date covers are sized for the Happy Planner, so I have to sort of adapt them to working right here with my horizontal, and I feel like I'm going to have to think about this more, and I thought I was not going to have to think about this at all. There are days, and today is one of them, where I am adverse to thinking too much, but that's okay. We'll figure this out. But like I said, I am trying to use my shit, and this is a good example of shit using sticker books that I have. So I guess I should challenge you while I'm in the middle of this challenging process to think about the stuff you already have, if you have collected a bunch. If you're somebody who hasn't bought a bunch of stuff yet, this may not apply, but I guess it could based on whatever else you have. But like, I challenge you to take a look at the stuff that you have and see if there's like something that maybe you forgot you had, or you just have been meaning to use but haven't gotten around to it, or you've been too scared to use. One of the conversations we had on my podcast this last week with Laura from That's Mom Magic was talking about how she lost a bunch of stuff in a house fire, and it was stuff she had been too afraid to use, but then it was gone and she couldn't use it. So that gave her a different perspective on stuff. And I think that that is something to think about. So, you know, that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to use some of my stuff, even though it's a little frustrating to try and get this lined up correctly. I got kind of used to rambling at you guys and answering questions during Plan As You Go. And while I'm not really answering any questions today, although I may start incorporate that into my weekly plan with me's, like offering the chance for questions on those plan with me's. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. And you can leave questions if you want to. I don't promise to get to them, but I'm thinking about it because I loved that feature of like having questions each week. One of the things I've been kind of thinking about is sort of the tribalism in the planner community. You know, people tend to gravitate towards those videos or those Instagram people or influencers or whatever who use what they use. And I get that because you want to see inspiration about things that you are currently using. But I'm thinking about doing a challenge for myself and maybe inviting you guys to join me in on it, to purposefully go out into the planner universe and see, that looks nice now that that's done. That was worth it. I'm gonna start washing my boxes off. Doing a challenge purposefully to go and consume videos or Instagram posts from planner people or from planner types that you don't normally use, but with a specific goal. The goal would not be to like make yourself think, oh, maybe I'm an Erin Condren person, but I've been watching happy planner videos and now I want to get a happy planner. But with the specific goal of watching people who use different kinds of things, finding commonalities or finding like new inspiration from people who are adapting their stuff differently. Like you may not be able to do it exactly the same. Like I can't, and I not just count this from watching people who use a different brand of planner than you, but a different style. Like watching, if you're a weekly planner like I am, watching daily planner people. Or if you're a Hobonichi person, watching somebody who uses Day Designer or something. Do you know what I mean? Like with the specific goal of trying to find inspiration that looks different than maybe what you were expecting. Because I find that sometimes within the planner world, I feel like these are getting a little bit crooked, but I don't care. I say that, but I do care, but I don't care. I do, but I don't. I find that within certain circles of planner people, and you can see this a lot on YouTube, when you watch people who do a specific kind of planning. You see this with the happy planner kind of community on YouTube. Like there are certain Erin Condren kind of groups of people who all use certain kinds of stickers, and they do very similar layouts, especially when there's like special kits or something that came out. And it gets very samey same. That's not great for inspiration. It's not great for the community as a whole. Even if if all these happy planner people have similar shit or whatever, that doesn't mean that it's still different than what I'm using as an Erin Condren person. And so I could watch their videos to get inspiration for my Erin Condren stuff, or whatever the case may be. I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling, but like the idea kind of came to me because I watch YouTube videos in different niches than planner. To get inspiration for this channel, I watch videos that have nothing to do with planners, because to me, I don't want my channel to be the same as other planner channels. I want it to be unique to me. And if I watch too many people that do the same thing as me, I'm gonna start doing the same thing as them. And that's just something that's part of my personality. It's not shade on anybody. It's just how my brain works. So thinking about that, I realized that there can be a lot to be gained from seeing how somebody else does something with a different tool and thinking about how you might be able to adapt what they're doing to what you're doing. And I think it might help break up some of the tribalism surrounding planners. I keep using that word, but it feels that way. You know, when you watch somebody who uses a happy planner, and I keep going back to that, but I feel like the happy planner and the Erin Condren world on YouTube and the bullet journal world are all big things, but you see somebody who you're used to using one kind of planner decide they might want to use a different kind of planner. You see in their audience that people start freaking out and like being really stressed out that they might want to use something that they aren't used to them using. And it could also go back to people who do like analog planning going to strictly digital planning. You see a backlash from people. And I think that part of that is because you subscribe to somebody for something specific, but part of that is also, you know, you have your habit, you get used to something, and then when somebody changes it, it's uncomfortable for you, you know, to watch it. I don't know. I feel like I'm super over the top and rambling, but what do you think? What do you think about this idea as like a specifically kind of seeking out people who use different stuff than you do, not because you want to get enabled, but because you want to see what they're doing and perhaps use it to help you figure your shit out? Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna divide this up for my blood pressure, and then we'll get the weather and the meal plan in for the first half of the week. Let's get started putting stuff into this situation. So on Monday, I have some filming to do and a Patreon post. So I use the Krissyanne Designs stickers and a Once More with Love munchkin for those. The only other thing I have scheduled for Monday, which isn't much, is that I need to go to the pharmacy. So I used one of the Happy Planner journaling stickers and a Krissyanne Designs little car. I'm gonna leave the rest of Monday blank. I'll come back to it. I wanna take a look at my power sheet, see what I wanna get done this week, but for now, that's all I have scheduled for that day. On Tuesday, I have a Patreon post to publish, and I have a phone appointment with my doctor. So Wednesday, we're doing a date night, and I am going to be doing some analytics type work in my business. And that's it. I have no, like, besides a date night, I have no appointments, no meetings, anything on Wednesday. And so I thought that that would be a great day to do a lot of like big picture thinking work. So I put this in a big box, and it's like one of those gold lined boxes with the Get It Done sticker, not just because I wanted it to look pretty. I actually don't think it looks super pretty like that, but because it takes up a chunk of the day. And as that work should take up a chunk of the day, I wanted to make sure that it got, you know, prioritized. So I used one of these gold hearts from the Happy Planner book for date night. Thursday, I have a Patreon Facebook Live at 4. I have a meeting for RJ that night. I need a meal plan, and it's RJ's birthday. He's at his dad's house. We're gonna have to figure out when we're doing his birthday dinner when they get back to our house, but I'm gonna see him because it's a meeting at his school for a trip, and so I'll be able to at least give him a really big hug. My writing is just so fucking sloppy today. So that's for my Patreon Live. I used one of these little Once More with Love munchkins you can put the time on, because I forgot I had them and I love using them. I'm gonna grab a meal plan sticker, and then I need to put in RJ's birthday. Here's a little birthday Steve from the Celebrations collection. 13. My youngest will officially be a teenager, and I am old. Okay, moving to Friday. I have my Patreon hangout that night. I need to get my week scheduled out, and that's everything that I have. Basically, you know, I think I'm gonna put one of these strips down the side here to mark in that I've got the kids coming back, just because our custody has been so wacky the last couple of weeks. It's going back to normal, but I think I want to like kind of commemorate that. I don't usually put their custody in when it's just regular custody on my weekly schedule because we know it so well, we don't really worry about it. But I feel like with all of the hurly-burliness of the last couple of weeks with our custody, this will be a bit more manageable. All right, so like I said, for Friday, I have my hangout and I need to get the week scheduled, and that's everything that I have on that day specifically. I think we're gonna need to do our big chores that day as well, because the kids have OWL both days this weekend. It will just become a little bit too much of a pain in the ass, I think, to try and get them to do hella chores and spend half their time at OWL. But this is the last weekend for OWL. They technically graduate on Sunday. I am putting stickers down crooked today like it is nobody's business. I wish it was a business. Putting down stickers crooked was a business, I would have $1 million. $1 million. Okay, so there is my Friday setup. Saturday, we need to wash our sheets. I need to go grocery shopping. The kids have OWL for a chunk of the day. Okay, so wash my sheets, grocery shopping, and then there's the OWL. And then Sunday, the kids have OWL, it's their graduation. And that's the only thing. I have church that day too, but I don't have anything going on at church that day. Do I? Wait, is that when we scheduled our meeting for? I don't think so. I'm like, I checked my calendar. Nope, it's later in the month. Okay, cool, I feel better now. So Sunday, OWL is the only thing, and I kind of want to leave it like that for now because our weekends have been like swamped the last few weeks, and Saturday sucked up with OWL with the kids, so I kind of want to take it easy on Sunday, on them and on us. But I am gonna put, I feel like I have some graduation shit somewhere, but I don't really remember where any of it is. So maybe I'll find some other like excited situation to put on here to celebrate the end of OWL. No, wait, it's daylight savings time. I'm gonna put a sleepy. I know I have like an oversleeping munchkin somewhere. So I'm gonna find that one and put that one in here because both of my kids, it's gonna be like dragging them out of bed to get them to OWL that morning because of the time change. I'm gonna use one of these This Week stickers with my lettering on it from Krissyanne Designs, and my reminder for this week comes right from my power sheets, the quote from Venus Williams, and I'm just going to put set realistic goals. I have a full basic work week with no kids. Like, I haven't had that in a couple of weeks. I haven't had a full consecutive week where my kids have been at their dad's house. Because I'm gonna have all this time, one of two things could happen very easily. Either I don't set realistic goals and I exhaust myself and get demoralized, or I slack off all week. So I wanna just kind of hit the middle and set realistic goals. All right, now looking at this, before I end this, I wanna go into my power sheets and see where I can hit various things throughout the week, whether they are on the weekly checklist or the monthly checklist. So the quarter one analysis and plan out Q2 are both on my monthly list, and so those are on Wednesday. I think Saturday will be a good day to try decluttering the kitchen, or at least doing a part of the kitchen, because the kids will be gone for part of the day. So I'm thinking the pantry. We've got meal planning on here. We got cooking with carrots on here. Family planning time. We need to schedule that. We're gonna put that, I'm gonna put that on Sunday, because Sunday we don't have a lot of shit on here. Schedule that for Sunday evening. And I think I'll put inbox 0 on Friday, because that's the end of the work week for me. I feel like my lettering is sucking the fat one today, but whatever. So got some stuff for my power sheets on here. I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm gonna just step away from it before I overdo my shit. I would love to hear your thoughts on, like, where do you find your inspiration for your planner, for your art, for whatever? Do you look only at people who do the same thing you do, or do you like to stretch out? Do you think that that sounds like a fun challenge? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below, as well as any questions you have for me. Maybe I'll grab some of them for next week's plan with me. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.